Welcome, my dear students, to Standard 10th class Science and Technology Part 2. Today we are going to study Life Processes in Living Organisms Part 1. Living organisms and life processes. Various organ systems are continuously performing their functions in human body. Along with the various systems like digestive, respiratory, circulatory, excretory, and control systems, different external and internal organs are performing their functions independently but through a complete coordination. For example, all the foodstuffs and oxygen are transported to the cell via circulatory system. Besides, it is coordinated by control system of the body to utilize it for energy production. Therefore, this shows that there is a coordination between circulatory system and control system. Functioning of all these life processes also requires the energy. Human and other animals consume the fruits and vegetables. Plants are autotrophs, that is, they prepare their own food. They utilize some of the food for themselves, whereas remaining is stored in various parts like fruits, leaves, stem, roots, etc. We consume all these various plant materials and obtain different nutrients like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, etc. For example, we obtain the carbohydrates from milk, fruits, jaggery, vegetables, etc. We get 4 kilocalorie energy per gram of carbohydrates. Living organism and energy production. In living organisms, respiration occurs at two levels, as body and cellular level. Oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged between body and surrounding in case of respiration occurring at body level. In case of respiration at cellular level, foodstuffs are oxidized either with or without the help of oxygen. Carbohydrates of the food that we consume every day are mainly utilized for production of energy required for our daily need. This energy is obtained to form ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, an energy carrying molecule. For this purpose, glucose, a type of carbohydrates, is oxidized step by step in the cells. In aerobic respiration, glucose is oxidized in 3 steps: glycolysis, tricarboxylic acid cycle, and electron transfer chain reaction. Glycolysis. Process of glycolysis occurs in cytoplasm of a cell of a living organism. In this process, a molecule of glucose combines with oxygen and produces 2 molecules of pyruvic acid, ATP, adenosine triphosphate, a simple energy carrying molecule, NADH2, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, which is a complex energy molecule, and water are formed. 2 molecules of pyruvic acid formed in this process are converted into molecules of acetyl coenzyme A, that is an energy carrying molecule. 2 molecules of NADH2 and 2 molecules of carbon dioxide are released during this process. Tricarboxylic acid cycle. It is also called as Krebs cycle or citric cycle. Both the molecules of acetyl coenzyme A formed during glycolysis enter the mitochondria of the cell. Acetyl part of acetyl coenzyme A is completely oxidized that is, it combines with oxygen to form carbon dioxide, water, NADH2, FADH2, that is flavin adenine dinucleotide, a complex energy rich compound. Electron transfer chain. Suppose change of a 150 rupee coin is asked, we get 3 notes of 50 rupees. Similarly, in the electron transfer chain, each NADH2 molecule gives 3 ATP molecules, that is 3 molecules of adenosine triphosphate, which is a simple energy rich molecule. In this way, FADH2 molecule gives 2 ATP molecules. Besides ATP molecules, water molecules are formed in this reaction. Electron transfer chain is operated only in mitochondria. Thus, a molecule of glucose is completely oxidized in aerobic respiration, that is respiration in presence of oxygen, and molecules of carbon dioxide and water are also produced along with the energy. Energy production in microorganisms through anaerobic respiration, that is absence of oxygen. Some organisms cannot live in presence of oxygen. Example, many bacteria. Such living organisms have to perform anaerobic respiration for energy production. Glycolysis and fermentation are the 2 steps of anaerobic respiration. Glucose is incompletely oxidized and less amount of energy is obtained in this respiration. Pyruvic acid produced through glycolysis is converted into organic acids or alcohol with the help of some enzymes in this process. This is called as fermentation. Some higher animals and plants and aerobic or microorganisms also perform anaerobic respiration instead of aerobic respiration if there is depletion of oxygen level in the surroundings. For example, seeds perform anaerobic respiration if the soil is submerged underwater during germination. Similarly, our muscle cells also perform anaerobic respiration while performing the exercise. Due to this, less amount of energy is produced in our body and lactic acid accumulates, due to which we feel tired. Energy from different food components. Excess of carbohydrates are stored in liver and muscles in the form of glycogen. Proteins are the macromolecules, that is large molecules formed by bonding together many amino acids. Proteins of animal origin are called as first class proteins. We get 4 kilocalorie of energy per gram of proteins. Amino acids are obtained after digestion of proteins. Those amino acids are absorbed in the body and transported up to each organ and cell via blood. From these amino acids, organs and cell produce various proteins necessary for themselves and the whole body. For example, pancreas produces insulin, which controls the blood sugar in our body. Another example, the skin produces melanin, which is responsible for the color of the skin. From where do we obtain lipids? The substances formed by specific chemical bond between fatty acids and alcohol are called lipids. Digestion of lipids consumed by us is nothing but their conversion into fatty acids and alcohol. Fatty acids are absorbed up and distributed everywhere within the body. From those fatty acids, different cells produce various substances necessary to themselves. Example, the molecules called as phospholipids, which are essential for producing plasma membrane, are formed from fatty acids. Besides, fatty acids are used for producing hormones like progesterone, estrogen, testosterone for the reproductive purpose of the cells. We get 9 kilocalorie of energy per gram of lipids, that is fats. Excess of lipids are stored in adipose connective tissue in the body. Vitamins are a group of heterogeneous compounds of which each is essential for proper operation of various processes in the body. There are main 6 types of vitamins. Example: A, B, C, D, E and K. Of these, A, D, E and K are fat soluble, whereas B and C are water soluble. We have seen that FADH2 and NADH2 are produced in the process like glycolysis and the Krebs cycle. Vitamins like riboflavin, that is vitamin B2, and nicotinamide, that is vitamin B5 respectively, are necessary for the production of these energy rich compounds. Water. There is about 60 to 70% water in our body. Each cell contains 70% water weight by weight. Blood plasma also contains 90% of water. Functioning of cells and thereby whole body disturbs even if there is a little loss of water from the body. Hence, water is an essential nutrient. Along with all the above mentioned nutrients, fibers are also essential nutrients. In fact, we cannot digest the fibers. However, they help us in digesting other substances and digestion of undigested foodstuffs. We obtain the fibers from leafy vegetables, fruits, cereals, etc. Cell division, an essential life process. Cell division is one of the very important properties of cells and living organisms. Due to this property only, a new organism is formed from existing one, a multicellular organism grows up, and emaciated body, that is weak body, can be restored. There are two types of cell division as meiosis and mitosis. Mitosis occurs in somatic cells and stem cells of the body, whereas meiosis occurs in germ cells. Each cell has a nucleus. Chromosomes are thread-like structures located inside the nucleus of animal and plant cells. Each chromosome is made up of a protein and a single molecule of deoxyribonucleic acid, that is DNA, passed from parent to offspring. DNA contains the specific instructions that make each type of living creature unique. Chromosome contains the center part known as a centromere, and the thread-like structures which are paired up are called chromatids. Mitosis. Somatic cells divide by mitosis. Somatic cells are the cells present all over our body except the reproductive organs. Mitosis is completed through two main steps. Those two steps are karyokinesis, where the nucleus divides, and cytokinesis, where cytoplasm divides. Karyokinesis is completed in 4 steps: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Prophase. Chromatin fibers, that is the thread-like fibers, condense, which means become short and form chromosomes. Nuclear material in this phase disappears and nucleolus also starts disappearing. Metaphase. In this phase, the nucleolus and the nuclear membrane completely disappears. Chromosomes become completely visible. They get arranged at the equator with the help of the spindle fibers connected to the centriole, that is, the cell organelle, which helps in the division of the cell at the poles. Anaphase. Spindle fibers contracts and they are stretched from both the sides. They take away the chromatids of the chromosomes to the opposite side. Telophase. The chromosomes which have reached at the opposite poles of the cell now start to condense, due to which they again become thread-like, thin and invisible. Nuclear membrane is formed around each set of chromosomes reached at the poles. Nucleolus also appears in each daughter nucleus. Spindle fibers completely disappear. In this way, karyokinesis completes and cytokinesis begins. That is, the cytoplasm divides by cytokinesis and two new cells are formed which are called as daughter cells. In this process, a notch is formed at the equatorial plane of the cell which deepens gradually, and thereby two new cells are formed. However, in case of plant cells, instead of the notch, a cell plate is formed exactly along midline of the cell, and thus cytokinesis is completed. Mitosis is essential for the growth of the body. Besides, it is necessary for restoration of emaciated body, that is weak body, wound healing, formation of blood cells, etc. Meiosis. Meiosis is the nuclear division of diploid cells into haploid cells, which is necessary step in reproduction. For example, male gametes, that is sperms, from one sperm 4 sperms are produced in the process of meiosis, whereas female gametes, that is eggs, from one egg 4 ovum are produced. Meiosis 1. In meiosis 1, there are 4 stages: prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1 and telophase 1. In prophase 1, chromosomes begin to pair up. The process in which homologous chromosomes trade parts is called crossing over. Crossing over takes place in this phase. Metaphase 1. The homologous pairs line up on the equator with spindle fibers attached to centrioles. Anaphase 1. The homologous chromosomes are pulled apart from each other and start moving towards the poles. Telophase 1. Chromosomes arrive at opposite poles of the cells. Cytokinesis takes place, that is, division of cytoplasm takes place, forming 2 haploid cells. Meiosis 2. Division of these 2 haploids formed as a result of meiosis 1 takes place in meiosis 2. Meiosis 2 is similar to mitosis. Meiosis 2 contains 4 steps: prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2 and telophase 2. In prophase 2, chromosomes condense and nuclear membrane and nucleolus disappears. Spindle fibers are formed between them. In metaphase 2, the chromosomes line up at the equator attached to the spindle fibers from the centrioles from the opposite poles. Anaphase 2, sister chromatids separate and are pulled towards the opposite poles. Telophase 2, Nuclear membrane forms around each set of chromosomes and the chromosomes condense. Cytokinesis splits the chromosomes into new cells, forming the final products of meiosis, that is, 4 haploid cells in which each chromosome has one chromatid. Example, products of meiosis are sperm or egg cells. Thank you.